I felt really compelled to share this message with you. So if you're watching this, you probably need to hear it. I just need you to know that you don't need to be perfect to manifest. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to do the exact right techniques. You do not need to be perfect to manifest. There's been many times where I have gone into a spiral in my mind for a whole day and thought in my normal human way of thinking that I've thought my whole life, and then caught myself and realized, whoa, I know about the law of assumption. I know that my thoughts create my reality. I know that this is not helping me. But it hasn't then changed the 3D and I've woken up with a disaster the next day. It's just that I have to pick up on it. You have to pick up on it when you're thinking the wrong things, right? Or you're thinking things that nothing's wrong, actually. Whatever you think will manifest. So you know your thoughts create your reality. Just remember that. Your thoughts create your reality. So when you're spiraling or something unideal has happened, you know that you can change that with the thoughts in your head. But if you do have moments of doubt or wondering, or sometimes you might get into an argument with your SB in your mind and discuss everything and you win the argument, but it's not helpful. So what you want to do is change those thoughts. But if you have had a few days where you're struggling or you're anxious or you're thinking unideal thoughts, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to be perfect to manifest. You don't have to do the perfect routine. You don't have to wake up and meditate at 5 a.m. You don't have to journal every day for the rest of your life. Screw that. I don't want to live like that. At the start of my journey, I did meditate every morning, but I needed to. I was not in a good place. I needed to, and I wanted to at the time. Now I don't meditate. I don't really meditate. Sometimes I have in the past listened to sleep meditations. I love guided meditations. At the moment, I'm not meditating. I'll probably go back to it. Life is flowing always, like up and down and around. You don't know where you're at. For instance, I've been practicing yoga for a very long time. Well, for a long time for me, about a year. Recently, I have not been enjoying it and I've sort of stepped back from it a little bit. I want to get back into it, but that's life. You always have to be working towards your goals and working on your mind, because you know your thoughts create your reality. So you don't have to be perfect to manifest. You don't have to do the exact right technique. In fact, I know people say, oh, manifestation coaches, it's conflicting. Yeah, because everyone's different. What works for me is maybe not going to work as well for you. So every person that's talking about this comes from their own experience, their own background, their own childhood, their own ways of doing things, what works for them. I'm a very creative person. I really like visual stuff. I like listening. I never read books anymore. I used to read, but now I love audiobooks. So you have to work with yourself, with how you view the world, and try everything and see what resonates. But please don't think you have to be perfect. And if you're not perfect, it's not working. It's an ongoing process. Not every manifestation happens overnight. It takes a lot of effort to change the thoughts in your head if you've been thinking them your whole life, and depending what you've had to grow up with, or what's happened until the penny has dropped and you've realized, wow, I have control. I can control what happens in my reality. And until you've done it a few times and you realize, oh wow, I really can, because it's working. you're going to take risks, or you're going to go downhill, you're going to go uphill, you're going to feel like it's hard, you're going to feel like it's easy, you're going to feel all the feelings, and you're probably going to think the wrong thoughts, whatever. But you definitely don't have to be perfect. I am not perfect. No one is perfect, actually. No one is perfect. But this stuff does work, and it's really powerful when you can catch yourself. When you can catch yourself thinking the old way and then bring it back and bring in affirmations, the most amazing. That's why people love robotic affirmations. That's why back before I knew Sammy existed, I did do robotic affirmations for a few months. Honestly, I had to change my neural pathways. I had to believe something different, and it works. It worked. And I don't do affirmations at the moment very much. I visualize a lot. I do a lot of journaling. I feel like things are flowing pretty well, but it took me a long time to get to this point. So, and I tried everything, and some times in my life, things were better than others. Anyway, I'm saying the same thing over and over. You don't have to be perfect to manifest. You don't. Don't think that. Just keep trying, keep going, keep persisting, keep changing the thoughts in your head. Keep remembering that you have the power to control the mirror that reflects you. Okay? I hope that helped. I hope that landed for the right people, or for you. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and please put a comment down below, like this video, and let me know what else you want to see. I'll see you in the next one.